Teman-teman, hari ini kita akan we will have a little conversation with our friends, Keti. Later on, she will introduce herself, who is she, and then we will go to how to learn English and get better English in our life. So, Keti, are you ready?
My full name is Katherine Celestiana Tjai, and I studied at junior high school right here at YOS SUDARSO METRO, and I am currently at the 7th grade.
7th grade.
And I am right now currently 12 years old.
12 years old.
And as you can see, I'm a female, peoples.
Okay. Thank you, Keti. What is your nickname? Maybe your friends will easy to call you.
Usually in my class, people will call me Keti.
Keti.
But the people that's not in my class sometimes call me Katherine.
Katherine.
And maybe the one before here,
Okay.
like Cat or something like that.
Okay. So we will go to the main topic of this little conversations about English actually. Keti, as I found you in class, your English is very good compared to your friends. I cannot deny it that your English is better than them. So I would like to ask you about how do you learn English?
So I learned English not from like books at first time. Like my dad was watching something in English and I was interested in studying English because I want to know what is the meaning of what they're talking about in the movie.
Okay.
So then I started listening to music and studying what is the meaning of the words in the music. And then started to go on movies, studying from the movies, and then that is where I start.
Okay, and then for the first time in your learning English, what is the difficulties of learning English? For example, it is not easy to find the meaning in the dictionary, for example.
That is one of the things that stopped me.
Okay.
And then there is sometimes the word is too complicated.
Okay.
And then the dictionary doesn't have it. Like we all know, not all words are in the dictionary.
Okay.
And sometimes the word and the meaning is literally different.
Okay.
That is the complicated stuff on learning English.
Okay. But what is the main motivation for you to master English or in make English? I mean, what is your best motivation to improve your English?
Best motivation is because I really want to study somewhere not in Indonesian. So usually the university or the school outside Indonesian use English.
Okay.
So if you want to study outside Indonesian, it means you need to know English.
Okay. It is because your dream in the future about learning.
Yeah.
You want to learn not only in Indonesia.
And you need that secondary language, which is
Okay.
mostly use English.
Okay. Then my next question is like this. Is there any force from your parents or from your teacher to force you to learn English? Anyone?
No. Actually, there is one person when I was in elementary school.
Okay.
My teacher is Miss Mira.
Miss Mira?
She told me if you don't study English,
Okay.
then how are you going to grow up outside Indonesia if you want to go to school outside?
Okay. So that will be the motivation for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, dear viewers who watch this conversation, I get from Keti that the best motivations is about our dreams. If we have a dream to know better, for example, you want to learn not only in Indonesia, or you maybe in the future will have a dream to study abroad, for example.
Yes.
We need a second language. The second language. Actually, the second language not only English, but can be Chinese, could be Japanese. But in elementary school,
Usually you use English.
Use English, and then in the junior high school, usually there.
Some of the school use English too,
English, okay.
And in university, not some. Sometimes all of them use English.
Okay. And then, Keti, do you have a role model? For example, I want to be like him, or I want to be like her as your model, so that it can be your motivations to be. Is there
I
any?
want to be like my English teacher, Miss Mira, because she already go to Thailand because of the school sent her there to give some information about English and stuff like that, because it means you know English and you can give it to someone else. You don't keep it for yourself.
Okay, I get the point. It is all about sharing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, sharing means what we have, we can share. Okay.
Even your knowledge, you can share that.
We can share. So once we share, then our knowledge will be improved, right? Okay. We can exercise our knowledge. For example, when we know English and we never practice it, then our knowledge is in our head.
Yes.
We
It's
never
going to fade away in time.
So the knowledge will be gone, right?
Yes.
But if we learn it and we practice it, no. So the best things to practice or to learn is with when we watch movie. Yeah.
Maybe listen to music.
Listen to music.
Stuff you like that have English, that could really help you.
And we have to keep in touch with dictionary, right?
Yes, dictionary, you have to keep in touch. Don't do what I do. I know I'm not doing things correctly, so don't do what I do.
Okay. Just when we watch movie, but you can share also with your friends, with the viewers here, how do you learn with movie? What do you prepare first, and do you need to prepare dictionary first, and then or how do you learn from movie, for example? If you said that you learn also from movie.
When I was younger, there is no subtitle yet, so I had to prepare the dictionary.
Okay,
but now you already have subtitles, so you just need to turn on the subtitle the first time you watch the movie, and then the second time you try to remember what is the meaning of the word that you just studied before you watch the movie the second time.
Okay, so with subtitle in the movie, right? So if there is no subtitle, then you need dictionary, right? Okay. And how about the music?
The music is
how do you learn from music? It also you need dictionary on your hand, or just make a note. For example, the word you didn't know.
Now, like the people right now has too many time in their life, and then they make the meaning of the song in Indonesian. So you can like search the video with the title of Indonesian, and they will give you the meaning. And if you don't feel like you know what that means, you can use the dictionary or Google Translate.
Okay. Now we are much easier to find the meaning with Google Translator, right? So, for example, in Indonesian, then you will translate in English, and how to pronounce it is also there, right?
Yep.
You can just press the sound button, and then it will come
read
up
it for you.
Okay. So, Keti, about your future, for example, you now in the 7th grade, right?
Right.
You will be in the 8th grade and 9th grade. So, what do you have any target to how do you improve your English? For example, I want to join a certain competition, for example. Do you have any target of it?
I don't feel like joining competition right now, but like if you already know what you want and you know how to get it, then that is the target. Just figure out what you want and figure out how you're going to get it, and then you do it. Don't just say it in your head or say it to other people and you're not doing anything.
Yeah, the most important is let's do it. Not only we think of it, right? If we think of it, it will remain in our head, right?
There is a lot of people keep saying to me, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a designer. And then I keep telling them, if you keep saying it but you don't know how to get it, then what does that mean? It means it's meaningless. You need to search a way for you to get it.
Okay. Just and then, do you have any also experience of joining a competition? Any experience in your past life before junior high school, for example, in elementary?
No, not really.
No, not really.
Because when I was in elementary, I called a girl using he.
Okay.
And not she.
Okay.
And then the people keep telling me it's she, not he. And then I keep arguing until I was in 5th grade, and then I realized, oh, that's wrong.
Okay.
So now I call a girl she, not he.
Okay. That was the mistake for the first, right? Okay. So for the next, do you have any other tips to the viewers? How I heard some friends get scared of learning English. Get scared. No, English is very difficult for us. So do you have any tips for them so they will change their perceptions of learning English? Do you have any tips for them?
First,
English is not scary.
yeah, it won't kill you, trust me.
Okay.
First is you need to have courage on studying, because if you don't have courage and self-confidence, then what is it for?
Okay. Courage the first time. Okay,
Yes,
courage. And then
cowards.
second.
Second, it's if you know English, but you know that you cannot say it correctly yet, then please do not judge other people that's saying English. And then you said, like in Indonesian, they will say iso English.
Okay.
But they cannot pronounce it correctly. So don't you dare say that to other people if you don't know how to say it correctly.
So never judge other people about what they
say or pronounce.
Right. Okay. And then the third one, do you have?
The third one is for you to, if you know something and someone wants to know it too, then you need to share. And don't talk about English to someone that doesn't have the same goal with you, because they will literally judge you in the back and talk about you in their backs.
Okay. Then, I think these little conversations, I get some point that the courage is most important in learning English, right? Without courage, then we never start.
Yes.
Never
It's
start.
meaningless of you saying, I want to study English, I want to know English, if you don't start and don't have courage on studying it.
And the second one is don't judge other people.
Yes.
Just start on practicing it, but without judgment, right?
Yes.
We can judge ourselves, right? Okay, I pronounce it wrong, then I have to make it better, right?
Unless if you already know what it means and how to pronounce it correctly, and you're already like the teachers or like someone who really knows everything, then you can judge people. It's fine, I understand. But if you're not in that level, so please do not judge other people.
Okay, do not judge. Because sometimes it is easier for people to judge.
Rather than do or say it.
It is better if we judge and then we have solution for that.
Yes.
For example, I say something wrong. Oh, that's wrong. The correct one is like this.
Yes.
That's the best way how to ask
other people.
Okay, help other people to learn.
Help you to help me.
Okay. Then, Keti, do you have any other something you want to say?
Not really.
Not really. Okay. Now you studied in junior high school, right?
Yes.
and then you also maybe have a plan to go to next level, right? Next level. Now in the 7th grade, and then the 8th grade, and the 9th grade, and then after in about junior high school. Do you have any, your big plan, your big dream after junior high school? Where you will go?
I will go to high school, probably still here.
Still here.
So you're going to still see me here, peoples.
Where? Here? What do you mean by here? Where?
I will be at YOS SUDARSO High School.
Okay.
It
This
means
guys.
I'm going to still be in Lampung. I'm not going to move again. Trust me.
Okay. And then about your future life, your final destination is about profession, for example. What do you want to be? As a teacher, or as a doctor, or?
I want to be a scientist. If not a scientist, I want to be an inventor. If that doesn't work, I'm just going to be a illustrator.
Illustrator means work with computer.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably
Yes. Okay, that's Keti. Thank you for this little conversation. I hope that these conversations will also inspire people, inspire your friends,
Yes.
inspire the viewer. Without practicing, our knowledge is on our head. When our knowledge is on our head, then it gets easily lose,
It
gone.
will fade away.
Will fade away, like Keti said. So it is the experiences of Keti in learning English. So English is not something scary.
It won't eat you. Trust me.
Okay, English will not eat you, but you have to eat English.
Yes.
Yeah. Like Keti said, you learn English is. For example, in our school, people would say, "Oh, no, there is no homework, so I will not learn English," because when people think like that, people think that
they
learn
won't
English
know.
only in lesson, right? In a
Yes.
class. But actually, English is for our life, right?
Trust me, in the future, when you go to college or something, there is bigger possibilities that in college or even the high school will already use English as a permanent language, even though it is a secondary in Indonesia.
Alright. According to my experiences also, when we learn English, not so easy like what we imagine. We have to sacrifice our time, right?
You have to be patient.
We have to be patient. Not once when we learn, then we get it. We need sometimes times, 10 times, 2 times, with repetition, right? Not once we learn, then we memorize everything.
Yes.
Okay.
Because English have a lot of complicated words because you can get mixed up with something else.
Okay.
And the most usual mistake that people use is when they pronounce something or they put Indonesian stuff into English and they only translate each word means each thing.
Okay.
So it will sound weird.
Okay.
For example, here the most concrete is "Gak papa." They said "no father" sometimes.
Yeah. Because they just translate it as it is, right?
Yes.
That's most common mistake, right?
Because papa is father or dad or parent, and "gak" itu like no.
Father.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
So,
common mistake,
that's
no?
weird.
When people translate it as it is, right?
Yes.
Okay. But if it is for joke, it's okay. It is
It's
joke.
fine.
But if it is for example, in our formal study, right? It will be a mistake, right? It will be
If you talk to me like use "no father," maybe I will understand because the first key on English is to understand what people are saying. If people already understand what you're saying, then it is a language. It is in the language. But you just need to figure out what you're supposed to use,
okay.
not use what you know you need to use.
Okay. we need also other people to, you know, to get better in our knowledge, right? We can practice with our friends. You know? Don't be afraid to talk.
To
right?
ask your
To
friends.
ask a friend. But the most important is to practice, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
Practice make perfect.
see, practice make perfect, like Keti said. So, dear viewers and maybe Keti friends who watch this this video, maybe it will be the inspiration for you to not be
Start
scared
learning
and then start to learn English.
Yes.
You know, with, you know, maybe it is for the first time it's very difficult.
Yes. It is very difficult, people.
Okay.
It's not just difficult.
Okay, but we need patience.
Yes.
Yeah, without patience, we will easily get, you know, frustrated, right? Oh, very difficult. No, we have to find the dictionary, a lot of words.
The rough word that my teacher usually said, if you don't want to study seriously and you don't have the patience, then get out and don't study.
Okay.
But you need to have the patience
Patient, right?
to do it.
Okay. When we have patience, we will get easier, much easier in learning something. Okay. Without patience, then we easily get bored. No.
Yes.
Something. Wow, very difficult. I do not want it anymore.
The
Because we get
fact is, learning English or learning anything else, even math, the thing that people always hate, it's actually fun. If you bring it the fun way, then it's fun. But if you keep saying, I don't know how to do it,
Okay.
I don't know how you do it, what do you mean? Then you're not going to do it. You're not going to nail it.
Okay. Okay, Keti. I think. Is there anything else
No,
you want
I
to
don't
say?
think so.
Okay, I get the point for this little conversation. Like what I said before, you know, about courage, about don't judge, and keep on practicing. Yeah. Don't be scared, yeah, because, like Keti said, English will not eat you
Or kill you.
or kill you,
Or
but
destroy you.
or destroy you. Okay. And you can learn not only in school, because like Keti said, no, English is not
English
about
is
lesson.
everywhere.
Right?
When I watch some of your status on Instagram or something, you put English in some of your videos, then you need to study from there.
Okay.
Maybe you watch Korea and you can translate Korea into English and then translate it into Indonesian. There is tons of ways to study English.
Okay. See. Now we will end these conversations with a little hope. What is your hope? Hope in your, hope for yourself and hope for your friends or for the viewers who watch this. What is your hope regarding English?
I hope that when you start learning English, you won't just give up that easily, even though there is tons of voice in your head that's going to say, you're just going to study maybe less than a month, you will just go back to where you started. Don't listen to that sound. Trust me, you don't want to listen to that sound.
Okay.
Because if you listen to that sound, then you will go back where you started.
Okay. If you have any questions to Keti, you can also later on write the questions on the comment. No? Keti, do you have any YouTube channel?
No.
No, not yet.
No.
You can start it. No?
I was planning
Okay.
to make a channel with my friends in
Okay.
Jakarta, but I don't know if it's going to come sooner or later because
Okay.
something.
Just try it because it is fun to share something with the viewers
It's fun
wherever
to
they
share.
are, right? Okay.
Yes.
So just for example, you have a kind of hobby, you can also make a video and then share it to everybody.
How to draw something or how to
Because once the videos on internet all around the world will can
will help you at some point.
Okay. So you can also have questions. Once again, you can write down in the comment to Keti personally, or you can also ask me. Then I will also contact Keti. Keti, there are questions for you about this, about that, and then Keti will also answer.
If maybe, if you ask questions, a lot of it, maybe I'll answer it using a video too.
Okay.
We'll never know.
We can also make video like this.
Yes.
Okay, and we will share.
Q&A.
Okay, Q&A question, right? Maybe sometimes we need also for live YouTube broadcast. Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
In English session,
Yes.
right? Okay. I myself, Anthony Tamtama. I also a little speak English a little. No? You can see during the video a lot of mistakes. It is a sign that English is a process. English is a process, not immediate process. Like we make instant noodle.
Yes.
Once we pour out the hot water, and then we'll be.
We need to wait until the noodle is cooked. You still need to wait, even though they said it's instant. It's not going to be instant. Nothing in this world is instant.
Okay, everything is a process. Keti, do you have in this end of the conversations, because you and I work in YOS SUDARSO school and you a student.
Here.
And then, what is your for example, you have your friends or your neighbor who want to study in junior high school. Do you recommend them to study in YOS SUDARSO school, juniors?
Yes, I recommend you to study here, but you need to know that we have rules and you have to follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, then you rather don't come here. Seriously.
Okay. So, any other things? What is make you proud of schooling here?
What makes me proud?
So maybe people would, the viewer will judge. Okay, better to have school in YOS SUDARSO school. About the activities, about the teachers. What is your proud?
The teacher is really nice. That's a fact. I'm not lying to you. They don't pay me to say this. Yes, they don't pay me to say this. They're really nice, and if you think the stuff that you're studying here is complicated, you can ask them personally, and they won't make fun of you for not knowing it.
Okay.
Literally, they're not going to make fun of you.
Okay, thank you, Keti. It is honest.
Yes.
Honest confession, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Fun fact, they did not pay me. Trust me, I'm not lying. They did not pay me for saying this.
Okay. Now we are in a computer laboratory actually. See, there's a computer there.
This is the school
See?
computer laboratory.
Okay. Keti also study here when Keti had to learn about the computer.
The first time I sat here, and then I moved there, and then I moved there.
Okay, see. Okay. For you, those who want to study here, very welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, just because this is nearly new. What is that we call? Tahun ajaran baru.
New year, new study year.
New study year. See, I myself still confused how to mention it in English, right? Okay, tahun ajaran baru, new school year, just come in.
And if you're confused with English, I will help you.
Okay.
As long as you ask me, I will help you.
Okay.
And you need to ask nicely. If you don't ask nicely, then I will tell you.
Okay, see, that is the requirement. Yeah? Ask nicely, and then Keti will answer nicely too.
Yes.
Okay, just be part of us in YOS SUDARSO school.
Yes.
Okay.
And you will see me.
And you will see Keti.
At
least will be 2 years later on.
Yes.
Yeah, for the viewers, for next 3 years, you will not find
me.
Find me. Find Keti. You will find,
You
will
will
not find
find
Keti
him,
anymore.
but you won't find me.
Okay.
You need to go to the high school first if you
Well,
want to
okay.
see me.
No, because once it is uploaded, then the viewers will be 2, 3, 4 years later on.
Yes.
And just to remember that for now, if you want to join us in the school, you will see Keti. Not me. Me always be here. unless school fire me.
Or unless he got moved to high school and then he
Oh.
will see me and not see you.
Okay. I think this is the end of our conversation. Thank you so much, Keti, for your time.
Welcome.
Good luck, and I guess tomorrow will be the day for report. And good luck.
Yes.
Hope that you get what you dream of. Yeah.
Yes.
You get what you have struggled on.
Yes, that is something real.
Okay.
That's a fact. Okay.
Thank you. Say bye-bye, Keti.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
peoples.
Thank you.